Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on Balboabtw. A lot of you guys probably have seen the Rune Slayer announcement already, or maybe you haven't. But basically, this video is going to be talking about the newest Rune Slayer announcement, talking about why the game's delayed, things like that. Just know, basically, we're not getting the game for the next few days. When we're getting the game is still unknown. They didn't give us a release date or anything like that, but just know the game is delayed. This is the announcement right here. Oh, that's actually not. That is Gen Chat. That is not the announcement. This is the announcement. Okay. We'll get into this a little bit later, but let's talk about this. I'll keep you guys all in the light and throw some transparency. I personally believe the game can be ready in the next few days. It has bugs. The game's not ready. We aren't adding anything, but we're just fixing the current bugs, and I'll make a proper event following this post soon. I'll keep you all posted about, hopefully every day is possible. Boom. And then he said, if you think the game is going to take another week or longer, I genuinely believe it can come out this weekend at most. That's what I was aiming for in the message. Now, this is all, it's good, right? It's nice to throw a little bit of transparency, even though we already knew the game was going to be a few days. I think, yeah, sure, it's good to tell your community. Now, the thing that I don't personally like is the fact that you're saying within the next few days, because now, basically, for the next few days, every single person is going to be like, oh, is the game coming out today? Oh, maybe it's today. Oh, maybe it's today. Now, you going back and saying that it could come out at the weekend at most is nice, but we still don't have an official date. If you get what I'm saying, every single day is going to be filled with false hope of being like, oh, maybe it's coming out today because they said it's only going to be a few days. I would say for sure it's not coming out anything before Saturday. Saturday is the earliest I could see the game, just based off of this announcement here. What I do want to talk about, and what the community has a big issue with, is the fact that he said, don't worry, I'll be making an announcement. I'll be back in 2 to 3 hours. Now, he did delete it, but he also asked for server boost, and about 100 people actually boosted the server. Now, if you guys don't know, Discord server boosts do technically cost money because you get one every single time that you buy Nitro. So basically, he wasted 100 people's money, right? Because you only get one Nitro boost every single time that you buy it. And he said, I'll be back in 2 to 3 hours. And the news was just basically him saying the game's delayed. That is why the community's in such a big outrage, and I completely understand that. But at the same time, let's all be completely honest. The main reason why we're upset is because the game's delayed, right? Yes. But if the game wasn't delayed and the game released with a bunch of bugs in it, the game would be terrible and we would all quit. The reason why we're so mad that they're delaying is because Rune Slayer is a genuine good game. We can all say that. When we played Rune Slayer earlier this year, it was a genuine good game and probably the best game that we got this whole year. That is why, people are upset, because we all want a good game. Roblox sucks, right? Roblox is terrible right now. We all want a genuine good game. Rune Slayer was that only genuine good game that dropped this whole year. So that's why people are so mad at the delays. But at the same time, they're also mad at the devs, managers, whatever, because I'm going to be completely honest. You guys are handling this in probably the worst way possible. You could have just said this right here. If you just said this right here, didn't farm server boost, didn't waste people's time, basically, because a lot of people were hoping that this was going to be either a release date or you saying that the game is coming out soon, because a lot of people were saying that the game is going to be coming out Friday. At the current time of this announcement, for most people, it was Thursday. So a lot of people were hoping that your announcement was going to be like, hey, we're going to work on all the bugs, it should be fixed today, game will release tomorrow. That's what everyone was hoping. Instead, you farm server boost, you made people spend money, even if it was unintentionally, and then you made people wait 2 to 3 hours. I know multiple people that were up at like 9 in the morning, staying up for this announcement because they thought it was going to be something crazy. And basically what you said was, the game's not ready. It'll be out in a few days. You didn't give us a date. You basically just gave us more false hope, right? That's basically all that this announcement truly did. I understand what you were trying to do with the announcement. I just personally think that making people wait for it and spending, you asked for server boost. Obviously, people are going to boost because, they think it's the release date. So as far as when the game is coming out, we still don't technically know. He did say the weekend at max, but let's be completely honest. Can we truthfully believe that? Honestly, no. Until we get them saying this is when it's coming out, I wouldn't believe anything, right? I wouldn't believe anything, because Adrian was in chat earlier today saying that if it doesn't come out today, then he'll give everyone a golden fairy. I know for a fact he's not giving everyone a golden fairy, and that also made everyone believe that the game was coming out today. So until they make a public announcement saying the game is coming out at this time on this day, or, you know, the game actually goes public, I wouldn't really believe in anything. I would kind of just sit there and hope for the best. That's all that you guys can really do. I know that it's unfortunate, and I know a lot of you guys watching this video would probably expecting me to crash out and say a bunch of crazy stuff. I'm sure we will see some YouTubers do that. I'm sure there will be a lot of other YouTubers. But at the current point, I've already crashed out over this game, right? I've already crashed out over this game. There's nothing we can do. The game will come when it comes. They're going to make us wait. Nothing will go how we want it. And all we can really do is just wait and just pray that the game is actually worth the wait. Because if the game doesn't end up being worth the wait after all this time and things like that, a lot of people will be mad. To say the least, a lot of people will be mad. Hopefully they increase the compensation. Hopefully they do a lot of other stuff. And we'll kind of just have to see how the next few days go. I more than likely will not be live streaming more. Because you guys know I've been live streaming every single day. You know, talking to the community and things like that. At least the next few days, I might not live stream. I might just be focusing, posting videos and things like that. We'll kind of just have to wait and see. I don't know 100% what I'll end up doing. I have been enjoying live streaming so the community of RuneSlayer can talk to me and things like that. But honestly, I have no personal real idea, right? I'm not going to crash out on this video. It's an unfortunate situation. I understand why people would crash out over this situation because a lot of people stayed up. I was going to keep streaming until this announcement went on, and luckily my computer crashed. If I streamed the whole time, and then they posted this, I 100% would have crashed out and went crazy. But, I mean, honestly, it is what it is, right? There's nothing that we can do. The game will come out when it's out. It's much better than them just releasing, and there being a bunch of bugs inside the game, and things like that, right? I personally would rather play a game that is well polished, and actually will feel good to play, than forcing a developer to release a game, and then either them closing it down because it has that many issues, and then we have to wait even more days because they weren't working on it during the time they were publishing and things like that, or, you know, or they just release and leave it open and there's a bunch of bugs and nobody has fun on the game. Me personally, I would much rather them take the time the game needs and things like that. I know more than anyone that this is a very unfortunate situation. I've been live streaming the last 5-6 days, every single day, hoping that the game doesn't come out. I need the content. Other YouTubers need the content. You guys need the content because Roblox is that dry and there's just nothing fun to play. I understand it all. I understand everyone's frustration, and I understand why this chat is locked, because obviously you guys are frustrated and things like that, because we were literally told June 6th the game is coming out. They let us believe in that date, and now we are looking at least a week delay, right? So I understand everyone's frustration and things like that, but you guys kind of just have to wait. There's nothing that we can do. All that you guys can really do at this point is wait. I'm not gonna, you know, get angry or anything over it because there's nothing I can do personally, and that's kind of just the situation that we were dealt. It's unfortunate, but all you guys can really do is sit, wait, and, you know, hopefully the game will come out. Everyone can enjoy it. It was worth the wait, and we'll just, you know, we'll be locked in. But until that does happen, you know, until that does happen, you know, we're stuck waiting. So if you guys ended up enjoying this video, found it helpful, anything like that, let me know down inside the comment section down below. I might stream tomorrow. I might not. I'll be posting more videos and things like that throughout this whole time. And yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's what it is. Peace.